because why not put a, $3 lip pencil with your $50 lipstick? Thank you for joining me here on Pavonine Studios Beauty and Art. Obviously today is going to be a beauty video. I got a few new things from Sephora the other day and I wanted to try them out on camera because I'm excited about them. I've been waiting for them for 3 weeks and we are just going to get started. I am starting out with some sunscreen. I've been liking the Cerave Tinted sunscreen for face. This has an SPF of 30. Okay, so I got 3 new things from Sephora. The first one is the Dior SkinGlow, and I got this I got like a little sample with my last Sephora order, and it had the matte one as well. The shade that they sent in the sample was, I thought it was perfect, or nearly perfect. Now I had a little bit of a self-tan on when I bought this, and I don't really have that so much right now, so we'll see how this goes. I am going to tuck the ear back in there, and I am just going to put this on my face. When I tried it a couple, 3-4 weeks ago, I really liked it. I really liked the glow that it gave. It had a nice, I would say, medium coverage, maybe light medium, depending on how heavy-handed you get. And I'm bringing this down my neck, although I don't think that it looks super different from my neck. It always looks different. My ear, right? I don't know. My ears are either alternately ghostly white or flaming red. I don't know what that's about. So we'll move my head wrap here back a little bit. And I tend to like more product on my cheeks, less in the center of my face. And I almost always go over it with a sponge of some sort. I'm excited to do kind of a wear test today. It's really pretty early in the morning. I believe it's about 8:30. I have some things that I need to get done before I leave the house a little bit later. So we're bringing that down. Okay, I'm going to take my damp beauty sponge. This is the one from Sonia Kashuk. You can get these at Target. I like them. They are big and soft, and they get the job done quickly. And I always go over my forehead and the center of my face, especially around my mouth, because that seems like the place that things get a little cakey, if they're going to get cakey. So I have this little friend here on the side of my face that showed up to the party. Nobody invited him. So, I can still see, things coming through on my skin. But it did seem to even it out nicely. Okay, I'm going to put some concealer on and let this set down for a minute. And I am going to probably try another thin layer just to see how buildable this is. And that was probably 2 pumps. And they're smallish pumps. So this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer in the shade 40NN. I use a light touch with the concealer because I'm not a big concealer fan, but I recognize that a little bit can help. And this one is the one I have right now that is probably the darkest one that I have. Most of my other concealers are like winter concealers, and so they're super light. And I don't really like that super bright under eye look. And I am just blending this out with my Morphe M173. And I'm going to use my finger as well, because your fingers are nice and warm and they really can help push product into the skin, as well as kind of lift up some of the excess that you might have gotten. So there is a little bit of tackiness, for lack of a better word. I'm going to go in with another pump and a half or so of the foundation. And I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna, like I say, I like more coverage on my cheeks than I do the rest of my face. So I'm gonna start there. Okay, that was definitely too much product, which normally I'm not that worried about, but you know, this is from Dior, and so it was like, I think it was $50 or $54. I'll put the price in the description. And again, just gonna bounce gently over the center of my face. That definitely added some more coverage, so that does seem to build pretty nicely. The thing I liked about this at the time was that I like that it has a little bit of a glow, but it's not screaming at you glow. I'm going to do the cream contour from Fenty, and this is in the shade Amber, and so it's very cool toned, and I think this is the only shade that they have that's like actually contour. And I start up here, kind of the top of my ear, and I bring it down to this natural little divot that I have in my cheek, and I don't usually go any further than that. It's kind of an alarming color when you first put it on. And then I'm just going to take that same brush, and I'm going to put a little bit down my nose. So I'm going to take that same blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. I like the shade of this because it definitely adds that shadow effect. Now I don't know, this is pretty sheer. I doubt very much that it would show up well on somebody that was much darker than myself. So what are we thinking about this foundation so far? Now I didn't put any kind of primer on. I'm not a big primer person. I never remember, or I don't think they're worth it. So I tend to just use moisturizers and my sunscreen and so on as primer. But I will probably experiment a little bit with this one to see if a primer makes any kind of difference. Okay, the next thing that I have that is new is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. And I really wanted I have one cream bronzer, and it's from Collab, available at Sally's, and I like it, and I just wanted some other colors because I don't think they make the Collab cream bronzer anymore. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take another flat kabuki type brush, and I'm going to take I probably didn't show you this. I'll insert pictures because I'm terrible at showing things on camera. I'm just going to take that on my kabuki brush, and I'm just going to kind of do the same motions that I do with my foundation and just kind of stipple that where I would normally fluff a powder bronzer. So back here on kind of on the backs of my cheeks and up onto my forehead just a little bit, just to make sure everything is uniform and blended. And I will go back with my sponge and blend this in some more. So this is pretty. I think I could have gone with one shade. This will be really good in the winter, but I think I could have gone one shade darker, which I think is called macchiato, mochaccino, something or other, some kind of a coffee reference. I kind of appreciate the sheerness of this, and I've heard this about the blushes as well. I don't have any of the blushes yet, but I'm thinking about it. But that is, I like that. That's pretty. For some reason, I've just really been into cream products lately. Okay, I'm going to powder my face a little bit, and I don't always powder my under eyes, and they seem okay today, so I'm going to skip that step, and I'm going to powder with my usual, which is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and I'm very light-handed. And this is mostly just to take out a little bit of that glow mostly in the center of my face. And then whatever's left, I will go ahead and bring onto the sides here. But I want to keep some of that pretty glow that the foundation and the bronzer is giving me. So, okay. I'm going to add some blush, and I'm going to be using the Tarte. I think this was limited edition, guys. I'm sorry. This is the Blush Bliss palette, and it's got 4 colors in it. And I think I'm going to use the pinkier of the 4, and it's matte. So I'm just going to go easy with that. See where we're at. Going to add a little bit of highlighter. This is the Benefit highlighter in Tickle. Okay, I'm going to go do my brows and my mascara and my lashes, and I will come back and we'll do the lower waterline, and I'll show you my new lipstick that I got. Okay, be right back. Okay, my lashes are on. I tight lined with the Maybelline Lasting Drama waterproof gel pencil in the color Glossy Emerald. And let's finish up the lower lash line here. And like I mentioned, I want to use some of that orange. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that very, very first color that I used in my crease, which is a nice creamy brown. And I'm just going to kind of buff that under there a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of that most intense orange on a pencil brush, and I'm going to, which was probably not the right brush to use. I'm basically just going to go right over that brown. I'm excited to try this color on the upper lid. And there's like this really intense purple in this palette, this Viseart palette, which I did the rest of my eyes in another video, and I will link that up above, down below. But I just really wanted to use some of this orange. I like that. Now, I'm not a big inner corner highlight kind of girl, but I'm going to take a little bit of the gold in that Viseart palette, and I'm just going to put it. See, that's much more sparkly than the green one was. That's pretty. That feels like one of those shades that would be really pretty just all over the lid. If you like that kind of look. I don't usually do that kind of thing, or I try and then I think it doesn't look finished, and so I always end up doing more. So let's put a little bottom lash mascara on. This is the MAC Giga Black Extended Play, yada yada. Everybody's heard of this. Everybody's probably used it, bought it. Now let's get on with the final thing that I got in my Sephora box the other day. Was that I bought this Gucci lipstick, and I can't think where I originally saw this, but I was intrigued enough to go look at the different shades and pick out one. And the tubes are really, really pretty. They're very, I don't know, Art Deco, or I don't know. They're just pretty, really pretty. I don't think I've ever spent this much on a lipstick, and I don't remember how much it was. Probably have buyer's remorse. I'll link it down below, or list it down below. Anyway, I got the shade Lorna Doone. Don't have anything on my lip. I put a little lip balm like 100 years ago. No smell. That's much paler than I thought it would be. Feels nice, feels like a lipstick. It's a little pale for me. I mean, normally I really like a pale lip, but this is maybe just a little too warm. Okay, I just used, because why not put a, $3 lip pencil with your $50 lipstick. This is just a Profusion lip liner in the color Bear. It's a matte. Probably I would have liked that better if I would have put the liner on first, but we didn't do that, so I think I'm going to add just a smidge of an e.l.f. lip gloss, which I've been favoring just a little bit in the center. Okay, so let's see. Final thoughts on those new things. The cream bronzer, really, really like it. Really didn't have any trouble blending it over my foundation. It's sheer and but buildable, so I didn't feel like I had to struggle. For the foundation, so far, so good. I like the way it is looking. Let me grab my mirror here, look a little closer. It's looking the tiniest bit makeup-y right in here, which is always the place that tends to look the most makeup-y for me, and it tends to be the place that things break down as well. I'll keep my eye on that. And nothing on my brush here. And the lipstick, it's, it's pretty, it feels nice. Would I spend that much on another Gucci lipstick? Absolutely not. Unless it was like in a really pretty tube and I wanted to collect it. And I'm a collector of makeup, but I don't know about this one. So I'm going to see how all of this makeup wears. The new eyeshadow palette, the foundation, the bronzer. Lipstick is lipstick, and I know it's going to wear off, you know, pretty quickly, and especially as soon as I eat something. But okay, I think that's about it for today. Stay tuned for some check-ins. Hey guys, doing my last check-in for this foundation of the day. It's about 6:30, and so this has been on my face for about 9 hours. I took a nap, and it seems to have held up pretty well. The only thing that I really noticed that I didn't like was that it kind of broke down where my sunglasses sit. But that's pretty typical for me. Most foundations wear in that area if I wear my sunglasses or my regular glasses, either one. But anyway, overall, I am satisfied with this foundation. And there's nothing that I really, that I would really change. I might try mixing it with some things just to see what that does, how that looks. But in general, I'm pretty happy with it. I had to peel off my false lashes because they were popping off and driving me crazy. So, plus they had a cat hair in them and I couldn't find it. So, anyway, all right, I think that is it. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time here. I know you have a lot of choices out there in YouTube land, and so I appreciate your time here spent with me. And I think that will do it for today. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell, you know the drill. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.